There's been an odd trend in social media that they want you to think that getting jacked will not improve your life, that you'll instantly become a gym cell. The studies show you get no woman. It doesn't improve your confidence. You don't get more respect for yourself. It's like, who the fuck is saying this shit? Like, have you ever heard some dude's wife go, oh my God, my husband's getting jacked? That's such a bad thing. Like, you never hear that shit. And if you do, it's 100% propaganda. People just want to deny logic to cope about being fucking lazy, bro. And I can imagine the people commenting, oh, the studies, bro. Like, they probably have Sophie Rain and a bunch of OnlyFans bitches on the other tab on their computer getting ready for their fucking third nut of the day, bro. These are the type of people who'd say that. People who don't go outside and don't have real human interaction. People who don't keep their commitments to themselves. Because they don't know what life is like on the side that I'm on and the side that I want you to be on. Because getting jacked literally changed my life and changed how everyone treated me. It's literally night and day. It's insane how much it actually does impact the way people treat you. So let me tell you a quick story to prove my point. 6 years ago, I literally was completely invisible to most people. I remember kind of being like a walking meme. Like, people would just make fun of me. Even if it wasn't like a direct, like, you're a fucking bitch, bro. They would just kind of like subtly make a joke at my expense. It was just like clowning on me, but it wasn't like some harsh shit. Like, I'm not over exaggerating, but I'm just saying they generally didn't have any respect for me. And to women, I was basically invisible. I wasn't even a person, bro. I remember being in class and the girls would talk about the same few guys and the teachers would glaze the same few guys. And they were all fucking like jacked at a young age. They all had natural abs. I didn't. I had these weird fucking Filipino abs that haven't came in yet. But I remember I was so fucking salty. I was like, why am I so invisible? Like, this shit has to change. I genuinely got zero attention. And I'm not saying I get jacked for attention, because you get past that stage eventually. But when you're at that point of no one fucking acknowledges you for anything but to make fun of you, it's pretty fucking demoralizing, bro. And I understand, because when you come from that lower point on the social hierarchy where you were a fucking esports player gaming 8 hours a fucking day, and not only being a meme to the guys, being a meme to the girls too, you know something has to fucking change. And again, I was the friend zone warrior, bro. I was the guy who, oh, well, if I'm nice to her, maybe she'll like me. Like, dude, I was fucking cooked, bro. Even my teachers viewed me as kind of a bitch. Like, they would even talk to me in like a disrespectful tone. They did not view me as like a real person, I promise you. It is crazy because people genuinely don't understand how it feels to be at this low point and go from the point I am now. So this all happened when I was around 8th grade, right before high school. This is the same year as the COVID year. So when COVID hit, that was around the same time I started going to the gym. I started going to the gym for about 3 months, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. I was low-key just throwing around weights and hitting Chipotle. That's usually the canon event for most people starting lifting. They don't know about like calories, protein. They just think, oh shit, protein shakes, Chipotle, and lifting. I'm sure you've been at that point too, bro, if you've tried the gym yet. Which I assume you've at least tried the gym once, but probably weren't consistent, or are still lifting now and understand what I'm talking about. So during COVID, I actually built this home gym. And when me and my brother built the home gym, I got super into bodybuilding, watching the Olympias, but I also watched a little bit of the, you know, fitness influencer side. I watched Sush at the time. James English was coming up with Sush. And like the original Young LA squad, I remember the original people on TikTok fitness. I remember during quarantine, I decided to have a massive mindset shift. I would get jacked by any means and have a massive fucking glow up. I was tired of being invisible to women, being not respected by men. I wanted to just be the greatest version of myself and kill that old me. So that's exactly what I did. I trained so fucking hard every day. That was all that was on my mind. I think I was eating like 5 meals a day, and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing with meals, but I still somehow figured out that to use MyFitnessPal to hit my protein goal and my calories. And I did this very, very consistently. And when I was going into high school at 14 years old, I was a completely different person to when I was in 8th grade. 8th grade, I still had the fucking esports side part of shame. And when I tried a hairstyle, it looked goofy as fuck. So when I went into high school, and I kind of learned, you know, what to do with my hair a little bit. So I had like a minor glow up, right? It was literally just getting in shape and getting a better haircut. That's literally was my glow up. But with this being said, I remember I went so hard in quarantine that I was deadlifting 385 at 14. My max squat was, I think, 365. I was a fucking animal, right? And now I actually had a little bit of muscle, which was somewhat decently noticeable. especially for my age. So when I came back to school and went to my new high school where I kind of had a new identity, but a lot of the kids from my old school came into my high school as well, I was a different person and I was treated so fucking differently, it's unbelievable. I posted a fitness photo and people were literally swiping up on my story, yo, let's get a lift in. Bro, what the fuck happened? Literally people were giving me endless compliments. And remember, I never got compliments in my life. So this shit went straight to my head at the time. But also, not only did I get asked to lift by kids who, you know, were in that group, like I said, like the kids that would get talked about, I also would get invited to parties and stuff. That is something I would have never imagined, getting invited to social things and getting invited to events. Because when you get the confidence from changing yourself, that energy radiates about you and people just want to be around you because they know you got some shit going for you. You just seem a lot more interesting because you actually have something to be confident about because you put the work in and you did that commitment for yourself. You showed up for yourself. Because you could say, oh, I'm showing up because how people treat me after I'm gonna get jacked. I'm showing up for these girls. But at the end of the day, you wanted to get in shape and you did. No matter what reason you did it for, you kept that commitment to yourself. And that will give you such an extreme amount of confidence to the point where you actually get more confident socially. I know there's a weird thing going around that, oh, jacked guys are scared of women. That's a bullshit myth, bro. If you're jacked and know what you're doing with women, it is literally unbelievable what you can do. And you can find high quality people as well. I'm not just saying woman like you're about to go get some hoes, bro. If you want to find a wife as well, high quality women actually respect the discipline and respect the work you're putting in on yourself. And low quality women do as well. So you literally are getting the best of both worlds. If you wanted to go out and be a player and live that lifestyle, you could do that. But you also could find a high quality woman, a great woman of God who respects your discipline. And it'll make you a better man as well. But when I came back from the schools, the first time in my life, I was viewed as a person. And what I mean as a person is, this is a very fucking sped way to say this. I'm not gonna lie, I sound like the losers that are commenting, but that was the first time in my life I realized that I actually climbed a little bit on the social hierarchy for my age. I was actually like a recognized person. I wasn't invisible anymore. People automatically gain respect for you when you get in shape. But with that being said, for the people who gain respect for you, there's also people who love to poke fun of you. The same people who would clown you for getting into the gym would be the same people who'd be like, oh, look at that meathead with his protein shake. Oh, steroids. Those are the same retards that would say that. We would never want to be like these people, so fuck what they think, bro. Because people treat you differently in both sides. When you get the highest of highs, you get people who are very jealous and envious of you as well. I've noticed that my whole life too, with both, with everything. Because people will treat you with immense respect and understand what the type of timing you're on and actually respect you for it. And there's a lot of people who will fucking tear you down for it as well because they can never do what you did. Don't listen to these people. Still chase the greatest version of yourself. And I won't even lie, when I went into high school at first, it's kind of funny. Even though I was jacked and had this confidence, I kind of had a little Ziz arc and I was definitely goofy as fuck. But it didn't fucking matter because I had something to be confident about and I was happy with myself. But the older I got, I learned how to make lifting seem mature, seem dope. The Ziz shit's funny and cool, but when you're older, like, yeah, that's definitely getting close to gym self. If you're gonna mog in public like 24/7 and be a jackass, then yeah, you're definitely not getting a lot more respect doing that shit. But when you actually like look dope, look like a fucking G, looking dangerous as fuck, looking sick, looking like the jacked model physique, looking like a monster, just whatever physique you have, and you learn how to, you know, build your aesthetic around that physique, people think that's way doper. The main things I've noticed being older and being jacked is, one, women will shoot at you first sometimes. So not always. I'm not saying getting jacked will always make them shoot first, but they're more likely to, and you could post more shit that would make them shoot first. I don't even try to post anything on Instagram for girls ever. I do it for my personal brand and I think it's dope. If girls like it, then that's on them, right? I just think anything's dope and what I post, girls will like anyways, just because I am who I am. But it's like, the more jacked you are, the more opportunities you give them to shoot on you. Post an ad pic, oh, they'll like your story. Post this, oh, that. Send them a criminal snap, oh yeah, they'll save it in chat and be like, damn, let me use those abs as a pillow. Let me use that chest as a pillow. They'll say some bullshit like that, you know? That's the one thing I've noticed getting a little older, but also too, for a lot more mature women, they'll also see it as a sign of discipline and this guy actually gives a fuck and takes care of himself. And also too, like, it'll give you a lot of opportunities you'd never expect. That's from my experience, at least being a fitness influencer myself. But I would have never met a lot of awesome people who, if I didn't have the same passion for fitness as them, they wouldn't have liked me, right? We wouldn't have gotten along. So it's just like God level networking. Being jacked is literally the biggest cheat code in life and the biggest cheat code for men and women, because your physical appearance says so much about you, in my opinion. Obviously, don't judge every book by its cover, but people do that. The world's not idealistic. If you're fat, they're gonna view you as a lazy piece of shit. If you're super skinny, they'll probably view you as weak, but you might not be. But that's how they'll view you. And making a good first impression is a super important thing. And being jacked automatically gives you that first impression for men and women. Being in shape overall. And why I say it's the most overpowered cheat code is because you have 100% control over getting in shape and manipulating your body. And if you're actually looking to get in better shape and don't know how to, I have 2 videos right here that will greatly help you get in shape. And I'm also gonna come out with a full guide to get in shape and how to get in shape with any body type. And if you don't feel like watching that shit, if you want me to actually help you out get in shape step by step, book a call with me. I'll be on the call with you. I'd love to meet you, bro. I'd love to see if I can help your situation. But yeah, guys, we crossed 1,000 subscribers. I'm fucking so happy. This month I'm gonna go for 3,000. But yeah, bro, I want to take this channel to the fucking moon, help as many people as I possibly can. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for all you guys just tuning into these videos, watching me fucking spit game and put my soul into this shit, because YouTube and helping people out is what I love to fucking do. And I love helping you guys out. And never forget, guys, always sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's growth. I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Fucking banger! Let's go.